Have you ever said this to yourself? I just need more leads, more calls, more form fills, more traffic, more ads. And once that happens, business will finally feel easier. But what if that is the lie keeping your HVAC business stuck? What if more leads are not the fix? What if more leads are actually exposing the real problem? Because if your business is already leaking revenue through missed calls, slow follow-up, weak conversion, and no reactivation, then more leads do not solve that. They just make the chaos louder. In this video, I want to show you why more leads will not fix your HVAC business and what actually creates predictable growth. Let's talk about the HVAC owner who built his business the hard way. He knows the work. He knows the field. He knows how to solve problems. He built his reputation through hustle. And from the outside, the business looks solid. The phone rings. Jobs are coming in. Revenue looks decent. The trucks are moving. But behind the scenes, he is still answering too many calls. He is still following up late. He is still missing install opportunities. He is still reacting all day instead of leading with structure. That is the trap. At WOWE Enterprises, we call this the phone slave trap. That is when the business still depends too much on the owner to catch calls, follow up, and keep momentum alive. If he stops, the business slows down. And that is exactly why the more leads idea is so dangerous. Because if your system is weak, more leads do not create more freedom. They create more pressure. Think about it like this. If your bucket has holes in it, pouring in more water does not fix the bucket. It just gives you more water to lose. That is what happens in a lot of HVAC companies. The owner says, I need more leads. But the real problems are missed calls, delayed response, no process for follow-up, no real reactivation of past customers, a website that exists but does not really convert. So now the business spends more money trying to generate demand, but it still does not have the infrastructure to turn that demand into booked jobs. That is not growth. That is amplified inefficiency. And this is where most contractors get frustrated because they think marketing is failing. But many times, it is not the lead flow that is broken. It is what happens after the lead comes in. That is why WOWE takes a different approach. We do not just help HVAC contractors get attention. We help them install the infrastructure behind predictable growth. That means simple systems that work in the background. Not more noise, not more complexity, not more software headaches. Just practical systems that help you capture opportunities, respond faster, book more jobs, and reactivate customers you already paid to acquire. Let me show you what that looks like. First, the lead insurance system. This system helps protect the lead the moment it comes in. If someone calls and your team cannot answer right away, the system automatically texts the caller, starts the conversation, captures the lead in the CRM, and alerts you so follow-up can happen fast. Why does that matter? Because speed wins. When a homeowner needs HVAC help, they usually do not wait around. They call the next company. So if you miss that first window, you may lose the job before you even know it. Let insurance helps freeze that opportunity before it disappears. Second, the AI voice agent system. This gives you an always-on, human-sounding system that can answer inbound calls, respond naturally, and work with your CRM. It can take action during the call. It can update records, trigger workflows, transfer calls, send follow-up texts. That means opportunities still get handled, even when your team is busy. Because the truth is simple. Customers do not care why you missed a call. They care who helped them first. Third, the customer reactivate system. This one is huge, because too many HVAC owners believe growth only comes from chasing strangers. But one of the easiest places to find more revenue is the customer list you already have. Last year's repair customers, past tune-up clients, people who said not right now, homeowners who already know your name. This system helps bring those people back automatically. That means more recurring revenue, less hustle, less pressure to constantly buy new leads, and more profitability from the relationships you already earned. Fourth, the WOWE Mobile First Pro Marketing System website. A lot of HVAC companies have a website, but most do not have a website that actually works like a system. A real marketing system website should attract attention, build trust, and turn visitors into calls, bookings, and sales. It should not just sit there looking nice. It should help you convert. That is the difference. Because a page shows information, a system creates customers. And that is the real message here. The answer is not more leads. The answer is better infrastructure. If you're already leaking revenue, more leads will not fix the leak. If you're already slow to follow up, more leads will not make you faster. If you're already buried in calls, more leads will not set you free. You do not need more chaos. You need more control. You need a business that can capture, respond, convert, and reactivate without depending on you every second of the day. That is how you move from reactive owner to real operator to architect of the business. And that is what predictable growth actually looks like. Not more hustle, more systems. So before you spend more money chasing more leads, ask yourself this: can my business reliably handle the opportunities one already have? If the answer is no, do not just pour more demand into a broken process. Fix the infrastructure first, because the goal is not to make the phone ring more. The goal is to build an HVAC business that does not depend on you catching every ring. If that sounds like the kind of growth you want, follow this channel. Because here, we talk about how HVAC contractors install the systems behind predictable growth.